Is there anything you can say to those who may be viewing this video with terminal illness or incurable diseases?
If you're suffering from a chronic illness of one kind or another that has a lot of pain associated with it, or a lot of depression or sadness or suffering of one kind or another, it's important to know that from our point of view, as long as you're breathing, there's more right with you than wrong with you, no matter what's wrong with you. And that your condition is workable if you're willing to do a certain kind of work yourself. And that is the inner work, if you will, of mindfulness. So there's no sort of barrier or impediment to cultivating mindfulness. Let's say your body just doesn't work anymore and you have to spend most of your day in bed. You can still befriend the body, feel what's here to be felt, watch what's going on in your own mind, begin to sort of cultivate stability of mind, attention, and dwell in deep connection with your own experience, and rest in awareness, to learn how to rest in this vast, boundless domain of awareness. Even, when you're hurting, then you can ask yourself questions like, is my awareness of my pain in pain? Is my awareness of my fear afraid? And look, investigate. Then you become, in some sense, a scientist of your own condition. And while nobody really wants to be in a condition of having a chronic illness or being, in the final stages of living, there's a huge amount of wisdom and peace in every moment. And the more we can learn how to take up residency in our own bodies and in our own hearts and in awareness as it is, I think the more we can inhabit our moments in meaningful ways. I'm not saying this is easy. It's never easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. But it is workable if you're willing to play with this kind of challenge. And my final thing I would say is, what else is there to do? What is the alternative? The alternative is, in some sense, to just capitulate, to surrender, to give up, to feel completely defeated. And in a certain way, if your breath is moving in and out of your body, it's not a defeat. Even if you don't know what the future brings, and even if you're worried about even the next day or the next breath, this breath, at least you can be here for it. And the heart knows no bounds. So we can find meaning in virtually anything as long as we stay connected with ourselves. For people in Japan who are already committed to this way of life and to cultivating mindfulness in your day, during your day, I would say most important thing, keep practicing and realize you are, by virtue of taking your seat, say in the morning, or whenever you drop in on yourself in formal meditation practice, or throughout the day as you cultivate mindfulness in everyday life, you're really belonging to a worldwide community of people who care deeply about this and who are practicing in this kind of a way. So there is a sense of belonging to this larger community. The most important thing is to trust that the practice itself does all the work. So coming to it fresh every day, not making it into a big theory or a big story, but simply trusting that your own experience can teach you virtually everything you need to know. Another thing you might do is connect up with the Japan Institute for Mindfulness and see what kinds of programs that are becoming available so that you can support your individual practice by working with a larger community. This can have a profound sense of meaning and reduce the sense of being isolated, practicing on your own. But to close, I would say I just wish you all the best in your own meditation practice. It's valuable when things are going well. It's valuable when things are going not so well, and when things are very, very difficult. There's no time that I can think of in the course of a human life when it's not valuable to wake up as best you can and be as deeply in touch with the actuality of your life unfolding as possible, and trust and tap into the deep intelligence that comes with mindfulness.